traditional radio it's losing something. There's still some great shows out there, but the reason I did In Tune with T Mill is to change the status quo. Instead of arguing and talking about problems, here's the solution. So here's the alternative to the garbage music that I think or that other people think is on the radio. Here's the alternatives to the artists and musicians that you're looking for. Here's the alternatives to the films and the business and all that you're looking for. So changing the status quo is, instead of complaining about it, do something about it. You know, instead of talking it, just walk it. All right. I could complain all day long about the music that I don't like. That doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just not for me. So let me find music that's for me. And I'm a pretty good critic, so a lot of people happen to like my taste in music. So when I say changing the status quo, that's what I mean by that, is breaking down the barriers of what's now accepted and raising the bar, changing the status quo. The other thing is, with me and online radio, what inspired In Tune with T Mill is a lot of talk radio shows. I grew up listening to traditional radio and mix shows and DJ shows, but as I got older, about maybe 8 years ago, I began listening to talk radio, and that was through my mentor, and riding for 3 hours a day and just listening to talk radio shows all day long, or going home and listening to talk radio all day long, keeping the TV on. So I grew up listening to talk radio hosts like Dave Ramsey and George Norrie and Coast to Coast and Art Bell and even Glenn Beck, and just a lot of talk radio stations. More or less, they were a lot of news and political. And then I started listening to expanding. I mean, I would listen to the Russ Parr morning shows and the Ricky Smiley morning shows and the Doug Banks and all that. But I'm talking about talk radio. You know, those are DJ shows. So those are like your morning shows. So initially, In Tune with T Mill was inspired by Michael Baisden initially, and from a younger standpoint. So I rarely tell people that, because I don't want it to come out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but between the Michael Baisden show and Coast to Coast AM and all these AM talk radio shows inspired the show. So it was all a collective, but it's from a younger perspective, a younger personality. So that's why it takes a while for you to get it, but people also wonder why they love it so much, and they don't know why, because that's the secret seasoning in there. So I'm proud to be a part of Visions in Motion Radio Network, and so I'm proud to be a part of the Visions in Motion Radio Network, and I hope that In Tune with T Mill does change the status quo. And with your help, with your support, with your love and hate and all that, then we can do that. So follow the family, join the site, MightyTorres.com, that's my word, radioshow.com, and look out for us. Alright? Changing the status quo. Support your artists. Alright?